Welcome, welcome. Happy Hump Day. Over to you, Virginia.
Oh, good morning. Good morning. Happy Hump Day. Good morning, Dr. Laurie. Welcome our special guest, Bill McEvoy, today. I'm so excited to hear what Bill has to say. How are we doing today on this fine? I'll just leave it
Hump
there.
Day. Hump.
We're all wearing black. How can you tell
I
it's
know
Hump
it.
Day?
We didn't coordinate. Okay, we didn't phone each other up and say what color you're wearing. This is all synchronistic. And on top of that, let's have a weather report from the various sections of the country because that's where we are today. Bill, how are things in Ontario today?
Well, we were minus 26 just 2 days ago. Now it's +8, so everything's melting again.
What?
Yep,
Wow.
Whoa.
quite the roller coaster in weather.
Right. Okay, what about you, Virginia? We're both in Alberta, but different sections. And in Alberta, the weather changes every 15 kilometers. So, oh,
For us this morning, it was foggy. We had, I don't know if they call it hoarfrost or there's another type of frost too, but it makes everything look so pretty. So you can handle the -10, I think it was this morning,
mhm,
-14. So yeah, I'm in
right
central
on,
Alberta. Yeah.
right. In
And you?
Edmonton, it's just a little flicker of snow, just a little bit coming down, right? So today on our reel, we have our special guest, Bill McEvoy, as Virginia said, and Bill has become, let's see, first he became as a client. Then he came in and we're talking more about business. And now he's one of my best friends, my new best friends. And I've had the pleasure of working with Bill and his family for the past year. And it looks like it's going to continue into 2026. So, Bill, thank you for taking time because I know how busy you are. And for you to take time out like this is a real treasure. And I appreciate it very much. So we're going to turn the mic over to Bill, and he's just going to share a little bit of his story. And not sure who that is. Don't care. Don't know. Forgot to put my phone away. All right, Bill. Over to you to just share a little bit of your journey here in the self worth community. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much for having me here. It's a great pleasure and an honor to be able to share. I've been on a fairly tumultuous, I don't know, roller coaster ride. My life took a pretty dark turn in 2024. My oldest son passed away. And along with the tragedy of that, we got a great gift in our family in that we took over the full-time care of my grandson Elias. So we have him in our care full time, and it's hard and stressful, but he is so funny and loving, and that's how my journey started. So through the very I seem to have taken so many courses and seminars that I can't remember all of them, but I do know what I was feeling like when I started and how I feel today. There's a huge, huge difference, and I thank the whole organization for that. So, I learned that who I am, right? I'm not just a person. I am Bill McEvoy, and I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a grandfather, and I'm a great person. I'm highly intelligent and motivated. I'm the guardian and protector of my family. And I used to have a fairly low self-esteem. I felt like I was never good enough or I could never do enough. And I realized that, that all comes from trauma from my childhood mostly. And what I've learned, excuse me, over the past year is that I have to love myself. I need to reduce the stress in my life. I have to improve my own health. I need to take time to relax, take time for me, because if I'm not healthy and if I'm not relaxed, if I'm not able to do things, I won't be here to help my family. I won't be here to protect them. I'll be dead. So, I've really turned things around in that aspect. I've learned that anger isn't always a good thing. Sorry. I've learned anger isn't always a bad thing. Okay. So, you know, there is sometimes when it's justified, and you can harness your anger, and because of that, I also need to forgive myself. I learned to forgive myself for poor choices I made. I learned to forgive myself for a choice that I made based on the information that I had that turns out to have been the wrong choice. But I did what I could do, and I have to stop kicking myself. This is a new world that I'm in. Like my life completely changed, and it's like one door closed, another door opens, and I'm in this world now. The old world, I need to just push bad memories out and just move forward. And you know, um, seeing the gifts that are in my life, being able to um, cope with the trauma that I went through, having tools to help me do that every day. It's I just wouldn't be here. My family wouldn't be together if we never met you, Dr. Laurie, and I really, really appreciate that.
Well, Bill, that's a wonderful testimonial, and thank you so much for sharing. And I'd like to just maybe talk a little bit about, and you could help us with this, because this comes up a lot of the time for our men out there in the world who are struggling. Uh, as girls, we can go and cry on our girlfriend's shoulder or sister's shoulder, or goes our mom or whatever, but it's much more difficult for our guys. And I'm really proud of you and the fact that you were man enough to step up and say, hey, it's not only me that needs the help, my family is suffering.
Yeah.
And I know that your family is definitely your priority. So I just really want to congratulate you on that, because that it takes a lot of courage to step up and say, hey, we need help. So what is it, do you think, that holds men back from seeking that help?
Um, it might be a cultural thing, it might be a genetic thing, but we're raised told that you're warriors, and you should be strong all the time. And we're told that, you hear things like apologizing is a sign of weakness, saying sorry is a sign of weakness, and like that's bull crap. So it just it's almost as if we need an example to show us, hey, it's okay to hug your friend, right?
Mhm.
I'm a big hugger. I'll hug everybody. And I know guys, I'm hugging them and I can feel them being nervous, but then they hug back, right? Like it's like we need an example. We need someone to show us the way. And
Mhm.
we're men. We're singular focused and stubborn, but we have passion, and we have power and strength, and we just need to be just put aside our pride a little bit, and just drop the barriers.
Mhm. Mhm. Right. Yeah, I agree with you on that, and we know that for sure. But coming from the male perspective, you can speak about that with a lot more credibility than I can. So thank you for that.
Yeah.
And so that's a message for you, moms and dads out there, because of course our parents are our most impressionable teachers. So they'll do what we do, and I can't wait to give you a big hug, Bill. I really, really can't. I'm looking forward to that day when I can be there and visit, and we can have some really good times together, you and the family. That'll be awesome. Virginia, do you have any questions for Bill, or anything you'd like him to share, or you have a comment or feedback about great presentation there, Bill? Thank you so much.
Yes, I just want to say thank you, Bill, for taking the time and coming on and sharing everything that you have gone through, and just letting people know it's okay. That it's okay that I'm, that maybe I didn't feel this way at first, and it's okay that I made those choices, right? Because what happens now is the healing, right? What happens now is, you said, the forgiveness, all those important things, and it's okay that stuff happened. What we do today is what matters.
Mhm.
And I just want to say thank you so much for opening up and letting people know that it is okay, right? And that hugs are the best. I love it.
Me too.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So if let's just envision that all three of us were on a stage and we had I don't know 1,000 young people in front of us, and we were invited to share words of encouragement to them. What would we say to that audience about about self-worth, about uh, struggle, about recovery? Um, let's just take a minute and think about what we would say that would they would walk away with and go, wow.
Well, I would say to each person individually that they do matter,
Mhm.
that they are important, they are loved, and they're worthy. They're human beings and they're worthy. And no matter what life has dealt them, they can get through it. But first, they need to forgive themselves and, just accept the fact that they are loved.
Mhm. Cool.
Mhm.
Virginia, what would you say?
I would probably go with the recovery aspect, just with my background and my own story, and simply say that recovery is possible. It is possible to thrive. It is possible to survive and move on and do all the things that you want to do. It's never too late. It's never too late.
Mhm. Mhm. Bill, did you have something else?
Yeah, I would say that, healing, you go through a tragedy and, no matter what it is, with the right guidance and the right
Mhm.
tools that you apply to yourself, you can get through it and you can heal and you can still be sad, but you can wake up one day and say, I'm happy today. Despite my circumstances and despite what happened, today is a good day.
Mhm. Absolutely.
Love it.
And yeah, and for me, I the same message. Maybe we should just take the show and go on the road.
Yep, I'll be there.
Um, my message would be that to learn how to do these things. So
Yeah,
we like to think of ourselves as the how-to people. So if we say to you, it's important that you love yourself, I may not know how to do that based on my background or my environment, but we can show you how to do that. So teaching those beautiful self-worth, self-love concepts, you're very capable of learning that, and you're capable of learning anything you want to learn. So why not learn the things that support us? And as Bill said, those things from the past that don't support us, we have to learn how to separate ourselves from that so we don't just keep getting dragged into that dark place. And self worth, in my mind, is a matter of life and death.
yeah,
And when you don't go at, because we're born with it, God gave it to us in the first place. We all came here with it.
yeah,
So we get it damaged with trauma and environments and all the sad things that can happen. But once we build it up and get it back, we'll fight tooth and nail to protect it.
Mhm.
Just like you fight tooth and nail, Bill, to protect your family.
yeah.
And we do that for ourselves as well.
Mm.
All right. Well, we have about a minute left. So anything anybody else wants to say? I want to thank you all for being here today, and to our viewers. We only ask for one thing in return. There may be someone today that you know who needs to hear what Bill had to say. So just share, share, share. Don't click like or send me a little heart. Just press the share button and send it to family, friends, because it's just something that one person says in a sentence that can turn everything around.
Yeah.
That's how valuable we all are. All right. Have a great rest of the day. Bye, everybody. Thank
Bye
you,
bye.
Bill. I'm
Thank
just
you.
going to pop up your banner again. And if you want to talk to Bill or reach out to Bill, he's always open
That's
to
right.
receiving from others. So there's his email. And Bill, it's been a pleasure. Virginia, thank you as usual. And big event coming up this weekend, Self Worth University. It's
Mhm.
2.5 days. We're just looking forward to a great weekend. People coming and going all day Friday, Saturday, half of Sunday. Everything that we need to know to be a part of this community on many levels, either as a guest or a facilitator who's been here for 10 years. All right. Bye for now.
Bye-bye.